Smile.
Pool tool, zinc anode question. My pool company installed a pool tool inline zinc anode with our new saltwater system 2 years ago. I didn't think much of it when I asked him why he didn't connect the bonding copper wire to anything, because he stated it would still work as intended without needing to bond the wire. Now that I'm reading more about this, since inspecting the zinc anode, it is gathering white calcium deposits, so I'm thinking of either cleaning or changing the anode. Should I bond the copper wire myself to the gas pool heater and the pool pump, or leave it like how the pool guy told me to? Also, should I clean the anode with muriatic acid or change it out?
Okay, so let's kind of straighten this out a little bit. There's a lot of myths around a zinc anode and what it does. By virtue of putting a piece of zinc in the water, it becomes what's called a sacrificial anode, and it becomes the weakest metal component of the pool. And because it's a saltwater pool, the electricity can flow through it. A pure water, it does not conduct electricity. Once you dissolve a lot of things in the water can become conductive. In the case of a salt, the water becomes conductive. Now what that means is if there's any trace voltages, which our ground is leached, our electrical grid system is always leaching electricity into the ground, which is attracted to water, which is attracted to the steel of the walls of the pool and the bonding and grounding system. Well, if you do have those situations where there's electrical, we're not talking huge voltages, we're talking micro voltages, we're talking little bits of electricity. What happens is you get basically electrolysis starts happening in the pool, and the electricity will attack any of the metal components of the pool. And the reason you put the zinc anode in there is that becomes the sacrificial anode. It is the weakest link in the chain, and that is what draws electricity and gets destroyed. Now, having it there and not bonded is better than not having it there at all, because you're still going to see some deterioration, and that's what you're seeing, the white calcification on it, all that. That's the zinc breaking down, so it's doing something. However, by attaching that zinc anode to the bonding and grounding of the pool is a better scenario, because you're not just letting that electricity attack that metal, but you're also giving that electricity away out to ground. So if it's possible for you to be able to bond that to the system, that would be the preferred method. If it's not so easy, at least having it there is important. And bottom of the skimmer or wherever that plate is, I would not recommend muriatic acid. What I would do is I would take it out and I would scrub it clean. I would break up all of that white gunk that gets on there and clean it off. If it's fairly deteriorated, it might be time to replace it, but you could certainly clean it up, and as long as there's enough sizable amount of metal exposed to the water, you'd be fine. So hopefully that answers it. Best case scenario, you have a bonding lug that bonds it to the rest of the pool system. If not, at least having it there is better than not having it there.